co-chair of the gala.
Okay. So, how's it going so far?
Very well. A wonderful crowd. I think we've oversold, which is really great, obviously. Everyone seems to be having fun. The food is great. The band is wonderful. I think it's to be a very good evening for folks.
What does the Urban League mean to you?
The Urban League to me means, an opportunity for people to get together and make sure that there are certain advantages that are created to enhance people's businesses, to enhance their lives, particularly of people of color and other disadvantaged folks. Urban League is a key link to helping those people live out their dreams at some point. And the programs that the Urban League provides, be it something that helps an individual or all the way through to the small business empowerment initiatives they have, just wonderful, and they've got to be funded, and that's why we do things like this.
And how long have you been a supporter
of the Urban League? I've been coming to the gala probably the last 6 years, and about maybe 3 years ago got involved with the National Urban League. Through my company, we gave the National Urban League $3.2 million.
Oh, wow.
To do the small business, the Gulf Coast empowerment issues down here, which basically we gave them money so that they could help small businesses grow to be bigger businesses, so that the next time there's a disaster, they don't have to shut down.
Great. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us. Can you say your name?
I'm Kenya Smith.
Nice to meet you. So how long have you been a supporter of the Urban League?
I'd love to say all my life. I knew Mr. Clarence Barney growing up, first by name and reputation, then I had the pleasure of meeting him as a very, very young man. But I've always been a great admirer of his and the work of the Urban League nationally, of Hugh Price, former Mayor Morial, and many of the others. So the Urban League serves a very critical role both nationally and locally in the lives of not only our young people, but in workforce development and many other critical issues to our community.
Definitely. So is the gala something that you look forward to coming to every year?
Absolutely. Not only does it have the who's who of the community, but it's always for a good cause. They have a wonderful selection of honorees, and it always benefits the community. And that's a critical thing that we often miss out on in some functions, but not at the Urban League. They always hit the mark.
Definitely. So do you have any kind words for the honoree or anything to say about him?
Absolutely. The honoree has done a fine job in this community for a very long time. In fact, he's a trailblazer and has set the path for many young people to follow. I just hope that we are now growing a crop of young leaders that can match the legacy that he has set.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for talking with us, and it was nice meeting you.
Who I am?
I don't. I know. Pastor?
Tom Watson.
Nice to meet you. I know you're an important person.
Of course.
Yes, everybody is. So how long have you been a supporter of the Urban League?
Probably, when Clarence Barney was there, I was probably working for city government at the time. I wasn't pastoring. And indirectly, I've been engaged. Gail Glapion at one time was very involved, and she was sort of one of my persons I looked up to when I first got involved in community development, working in the school system and that kind of thing when she was on the school board. So through those relationships, I was involved. But let me say something very importantly. When Katrina hit, I lived in Houston for 4 months. And the Urban League of Houston hosted me and other community leaders from New Orleans to help us to not only survive that period, but to have office space and the like. So I know you're talking about the local Urban League. However, just the spirit of the Urban League, based on that relationship, and now, so I'm even more enthused. So Brother Rollins, keep up the good work. Is that enough for you?
That is. Thank you so much. Take care. Can you state your name for us?
Sure, I'm Kiva Landrum Johnson, the District Attorney for New Orleans.
Nice to meet you. And how long have you been a supporter of the Urban League?
Well, I've always supported the Urban League, but really in the last 5 years I've gotten to know more about the organization and what it's doing in the community, and I think it's wonderful.
So do you look forward to the gala? Are you a constant visitor of the gala every year?
Absolutely, and just recently in this past year I met with the young professionals, and so I'm looking forward to this very much tonight.
Great. And what do you have any words for the honoree?
Well, I think that, I would say congratulations on all that you've done. And, we just hope that the young people in this audience will take note of that and be able to do the same.
Great. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Can you state your name for us?
My name is Lloyd Dennis. I'm the official photographer for the Urban League Golden Gala, and I've probably been doing it for so long. I don't know how long. I think since the first one, but this is fabulous, isn't it? I'm always excited to be here. One of my favorite people in the world, Diane Hubbard, is being honored, and I'm just excited. So it's just good being here.
I'm James Carter, City Councilman in the City of New Orleans.
How long have you been a supporter of the Urban League?
Oh man, it's been at least 15 years.
Oh wow. Are you a constant goer of this fundraiser? Do you always go every year?
Absolutely, I haven't missed it in that time frame.
And what does the Urban League mean to you?
Oh, it means bringing justice and equality, particularly in the area of civil rights and economic opportunity to all citizens in the community. Very powerful and influential local, national, and international organization.
Do you have any words for the honoree tonight?
The honoree?
The honoree.
Oh yeah. To Mr. Hubbard, continue to be the wise counselor he has been to me personally and to the community. I know Mr. Hubbard as having a civil rights history through mutual people that we know. He's been a great advocate for the downtrodden, and I just wish that he has Godspeed and that God blesses him forever.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.